Then I went to, you guys see me in the hot shot for a little while, right? That was my get slim, get tight. I rented the RGNs out because they were extremely expensive, $2,000 a month. Some of the payments on the trailers, you know, from buying them is, you know, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 a month. The one that we had was $1,600 a month for the stretch. And, you know, the trucks were, the trailers weren't even really the problem, it's the trucks. The trucks were $2,000 a month plus insurance. The insurance is more expensive on them than it is a hot shot. So I just thought, you know, let me go grab this hot shot and try to just survive a little bit longer, a little bit leaner, you know, with lower expenses, low overhead. So I went and bought the, at the beginning of 2024, when everything was kind of going down the tubes, I went and bought the Ram 5500 from one of the guys that was leased onto me, actually. And it was a lot of miles on the truck, and I was taking a gamble, a big risk on that truck. And I thought, you know, it'll probably work because it's been, you know, he had it tuned, fixed, everything done to it. He had it ready to go to ride. He had put, you know, 200,000-300,000 miles on it. It had like 320 or 350 or something. I said, if it just made me 50,000 miles, 100,000 miles, I can get stuff together to get back in a semi truck and pull one of our RGNs, right? And at this time, we went from like 36 or 33 trailers, and we ended up selling off a bunch of them because they were just sitting. All the trailers that were rented to all my guys, a lot of the guys that we laid off and quit and their motor blew up and everything else, the trailers came back to my yard. They're just chilling, right? And so we sold off some of them in order to survive the hard times and fix things, right? So we redacted the trailers almost back down to next to nothing. Got a few left, but next to nothing, basically. And some of the you know, trailers went back out for rent, but and are still rented. But anyway, so now we're down to, you know, this situation. I can't pay the insurance on the other trucks that are no longer with us because they got repoed and broke down. I can't hardly afford to run myself. And we went conditional, right? And so I tried to go back out even by myself. I tried, you know, my guys were running. I was like, let's go make everything we can. But what's in the cards for us right now? What's in the card for me and Mike right now? Mike's truck went down, right? He tried to make that work, and it was just breakdown after breakdown, def repair, blah, blah, blah. And he was an owner-operator, and it was $9,000 one repair, $3,500 another one, $4,800 another one, all within 3 months. So he just couldn't do it. Couldn't afford it. So he brought the trailer back, brought the truck back, and you know, went and got a job for a little while in construction. We pivoted, right? So I worked the hot shot, made the money to buy the truck through OTR leasing that I have now, the Kenworth T680 with a 10-speed in it. It has 600,000 miles on it. I bought it with 515,000, so that's 610. So we put almost 100,000 miles on it in a little under a year. I had a new baby, had a son. I had a lot of struggles trying to, you know, keep my house, keep all my stuff. Most everything I got is paid for other than my house. So it's been tough, man. It's been, when I say it's been tough, it has been a hell of a ride, okay? Very humbling to go from the money I was making, you know, that make that kind of money. And I diversified into real estate. I still had some stuff going on. And with real estate, you know, I just did another house. We built one. And normally they were all sold when they were finished. Before they were finished, they were under contract. Or multiple people trying to bid on them, cash offers, 20 offers, things like that. You guys know how everybody wanted to move to Florida, and the real estate in Florida went crazy. That stopped. My buddy that I built with, you know, he had like 7-8 houses done. This house, it took a little over a year to build. The other ones were much faster, like 7-8 months. It took a year to finish and complete. Politics and things slowed it up, you know, permitting processes. And then it's set on the market for, you know, all through the election, 3, 4, 5 months now. It's been 15, 16 months that this last house that I did has been for sale, you know, or for project investment to now, right? Hopefully it's under contract here soon. We'll see, you know, but the real estate market's not good in the entire United States of America right now. It's not great. It's good. I guess it wasn't like it was, but that affected me as well. You know, under Trump, maybe we're going into that golden era that he talks about. We'll see. So I'm back in this truck now. You know, I'm going to do a 1-year review on my semi from OTR Leasing, what I think about them and what I think about the company or the truck and things like that. And I've had some maintenance issues that were pretty big and pretty costly with this truck. You know, I had a $5,500 breakdown. I had a $1,000 breakdown with the starter, like first 2 weeks. I've had some other issues, and I've rose to the occasion and got them fixed. I did 90% of it myself because I couldn't put it in a shop. I couldn't afford it. But that's where we're at. So what did we do with the truck? I had it under my own authority for a while, and I drove around with, you guys saw some of the videos with my kids, went all over the country, had a beautiful time, right? I obviously had to close down, double down. I had to let it go. I couldn't sustain the insurance. I called to get other insurance from other companies. Nobody would insure it because of the high safety score. And I could not keep paying for the other guys that were on there. They wouldn't take them off. They kept saying, even after it had been 90 days, I survived the 90 days paying their insurance. And I thought, okay, they're going to come off. Nope. They wouldn't answer the phone. I couldn't reach anybody, and they just kept charging me every month for all those trucks. And I finally just said, F it, man. I told the guys to go home that was left. There was 2 guys left, me and 2 other guys. And I said, go home. Sorry, guys. And, we were trying to make it work with that conditional status, even though no brokers would. What was crazy to me is that we had done thousands of loads with Double Down, with all of them, man. King of Freight, Landstar. And when we went conditional, it flagged in their system. And even though we had done thousands of loads for all these people, they didn't care. They were all successful, no issues, no damage, on-time deliveries, proper communication, everything right. Perfect, great carrier, as far as the record is concerned. And because we went conditional in their system, done, turned us off. Wouldn't work with us. Nobody would work with us. Even relationships that I had with these guys that were like really good, like had their cell phone numbers, knew them by first name, called them, hey man, what's up, Brent? I need to get this. Can you help me out? I can't, dude. Once you go in this system like that, you're screwed until you come out of it. Called the auditor, called the FMCSA, called FMCSA or a safety score fix-it company. Tried to fix it myself. And mind you, we put in the corrective action plan. Mind you, we did the thing like he said. We submitted our logs every week. We did every single thing we were supposed to do. And the federal bureaucracy of it all, nobody would work with us. Screwed. So that was done, man. And that sucked because that was another baby that we built. And I just hate that, man. I hate that you do everything ethical and these systems, granted, they're trying to keep trucks off the road, breaking hours of service. I get it, So I'm not even mad at them. I get it. That one I fully take responsibility for. I should have not let that happen. And right before, if you guys do ever go look it up, people will talk shit about this video, whatever. If you do go look it up, I had one guy I hired. He had experience on record. He gets a truck, gets a trailer, young kid out of any names, but says he knows what he's doing. I talked to him. He sounds very energetic, sounds ethical, sounds great. I hire the kid, right? I sent him to go get an annual DOT on his truck, his trailer. He gives the paperwork back. I don't know if he forged it, if he paid the guy off at Love's or whatever. You can't trust any of those shops to do that crap anyway. Anymore, I'm done. I got to do it with my own 2 eyes. I'm not hiring anybody else to, obviously they have to get an annual from a shop, but I'm going to look at their equipment before they go to work.